Five, four, three, two, one.
Yo, what's happening, man? RC the Trackaholic in the building. This is the Side Show, Northwest Heavy, you know what I'm saying, worldwide, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. So tonight I got my guest here. Not only a old school partner, you know what I'm saying, good friend, you know what I'm saying, little big bro, you know what I'm saying, Seattle veteran, um, pretty much a pioneer. I will give him that. Um, Always making records, always producing, man, always keeping it moving, staying relevant in the game, man. I want you guys to give a big welcome to Mr. Skuntdunannaaka, aka Lil Mafia, aka
Oh, he said
Mafia,
Lil Mafia. Damn. Oh my God. Hey, hold up, bro.
aka
I ain't little
Mafia.
no more, bro. Hold on, bro. I ain't little no more,
Actually,
bro.
you know what's crazy? Actually, you are. I mean,
Oh
man, you
yeah.
went
I
through a
mean, yeah,
transformation,
yeah.
but we'll
Wait,
get to
wait.
that.
Yeah, weight wise, yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
for sure. No, but no, he ain't little no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But man, welcome to the show, man. I like,
Appreciate you.
we've been getting ready for this for a couple of weeks, so here we are.
Yeah.
Man, it's good to talk to you. Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. How you been though, man?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Just working hard, trying to stay relevant, trying to get
Right. Right.
we both dabbling in this online stuff and trying to just
Yep.
keep it
Trying
popping and
yeah, trying to stay relevant, trying to, keep this thing that we love alive.
yes, yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking today, I mean, I'm pretty sure, there's quite a few people that probably, most likely do know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been doing it for a long time on a
Right.
on a pretty decent scale. You know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
from the Northwest. But I'm gonna take you back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna get into
Let's
the
do it.
very beginning. We're
Let's
gonna
do
get
it.
to the deep stuff. We're gonna get into you and your brother and all that. So the first thing I came up with was, well, it's not that complex. Let's just start from the beginning. So, like, first of all, like, all the way, let's go to birth. Where were
Yeah.
you born? Like, really?
I was born in Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay.
Uh, Me and my brother, we were born in Louisiana. My mom, crazy ass. You met my mom. So
Right.
she was only 17,
Right.
but she had us, and she was me and twin. We were 3 months old, and she was pretty much. Let her tell it. I'm gonna tell my version. She
Right.
was chasing my dad up to Seattle. My dad came up to Seattle, following his other brother.
Hmm.
His older brother was pimping, and so he was like, "Oh, there's money up there." Now, my dad was never a pimp; he was a player, but wherever there was money, he would go. So he
Yes.
came up
Yes.
here, and my mom pretty much followed him along with my auntie, and the rest was history, man.
Word. Now, okay. So Monroe. You know what? My mom was born in Monroe, Louisiana, but
I think you
she.
told me that, like when we were kids. I think you told me that.
I probably did. But
Yeah,
that's why that rang a bell to me. But
yeah.
so okay, so okay, you got very, very, very young. You guys came to Seattle.
Three
Where
months
was the
old.
first place? 3 months old. So where was the first place that you guys landed? Like where did you guys start growing up at?
For as far as I can straight remember, like the earliest memory that I remember was on 23rd and Cherry.
Really? In a CD?
I don't remember how old I was. I just remember the youngest I remember being. I probably was like maybe 4. I remember being on
Wow.
23rd and Cherry. I remember being outside playing. I remember Garfield being across the street, and then later
Oh,
on,
good.
yeah. And I'm glad you're interviewing me because I want to get a couple of things clear. I always tell people I'm a CD baby, but I'm from the South
Yeah.
End. But I'm from the South End.
Yeah.
And what
That's
I mean by
good.
that is from the time I was like 4, because remember,
Hmm.
CD was black, was a black area. Like that's where all the
Definitely.
niggas
Yes.
stayed
Yes.
when we were young. That's where
No.
all the
Yeah. You're
niggas
right.
stayed. And then
Hmm.
we slowly started going towards the South End, and now we're not even
Hmm.
in Seattle at all no more. If you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, so that's a whole other conversation. But so yeah, I started at 23rd and Cherry, and then I remember where I don't know what street that is, but Le, is it Leshai? Le,
Uh,
no, it's not. Is
Lesha
it?
is on a yes word.
Yes, sir. It is. Yeah, I went to Last Shot. I had a house right across the street from there. I was like maybe
Oh, word.
5, and then I
Okay.
went to and then I went to foster homes. I stayed on Capitol Hill. So I was in the CD, but by the time I was little, all the way till I was about 11, 12.
Okay. Foster home. So, like, I mean, can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Well, I don't know the reason why I went to a foster home. I just can only say that I'm gonna go ahead and speculate. My mom was on drugs. Later on, I knew she was on drugs, but
Oh.
as far as me being taken,
Hmm.
I'm gonna just say she was on drugs. The state didn't like that. Whatever, whatever. You know how it goes. And then me and my
Yeah.
brother, we got separated. Me and my brother, we got
Oh.
separated. Yeah, that's a lot of people don't know. Me and my brother got separated. They tried to bring us together in a foster home on Capitol
Uh,
Hill, and
yeah.
that happened for like 2 3 years. But we're like maybe six, and then by the time I turned like eight,
Yeah.
I like kind of minded my own. I was always sharp when it comes to like knowing where I'm at as a young.
Hmm.
I always think about this as a young 6 7 year old 8 year old. I would
Hmm.
always pay attention to where I'm going. So I knew
Yeah.
23rd and Rainier really well
Word. Yeah.
as a little kid, and
Right.
so I remember I had family on 23rd. I say all this on what my first album, Trap in the Hatrix. Um,
Oh, okay.
as a little ass kid, I remember where my auntie lived. So I walked all the way down. You feel me to Junkins Park. It's on
Oh, okay.
Rob Junkins
Okay.
Park. You know where the festival used to be at, and the
Yep.
Parnells, and my auntie was there. And ever since then, I left the foster home and I lived with my auntie, which wasn't even any better, but it was better than
Oh,
living with some strangers. At least I'm living with someone that has my last name.
right.
Uh,
Right.
and then from there we moved to the South End, and the rest is history.
Okay. So you get to the south. Wait. So and you and your brother were together by then, right?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
So
you guys
m-
got
me
separated
and
again.
twin kind of like we were together at 7 years. We were together at 6 years old in a foster home,
Yeah.
right? I ran away to my auntie's house, and then
Oh.
me and Twin reunited when we were like 12 because Twin had his own set of problems.
Right.
He
Right.
stayed at that foster home a little bit longer than I did.
Hmm.
Obviously, when you end up interviewing him, he'll tell you. So he
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
had his own thing going. He has his own set of problems, and
Hmm.
so from there, me and Twin just kind of had separated, kind of had our own problems. And me and Twin have only lived together. It's crazy. Me and Twin have only lived together like twice our entire lives, and it was always for a
Really.
short period. Me and Twin have never like actually lived together. It's always a very short period of time. So,
Word.
so yeah.
that's that's interesting. Now, okay. So the move off onto the south end. Do you remember where you lived at in the south end?
Oh man, come on, man.
I mean, I mean,
My
I think
first. Okay, so this is what's so crazy. It's funny you asked that. Remember that? Obviously, they're called something else now. The 6002s.
yeah, 6002s. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
called the Kingways now or something. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that I remember that I was where I was 12. Now this is crazy. My auntie was going back and forth between communities. You remember, South End
Right.
and the CD were black communities. So
Right.
I moved to the South End, and no, no, no. I'm sorry. I moved to kind of Scott. You know where remember where Vincent's used to be at
Yeah. That's
on
that's
Henderson?
Henderson. Yeah. That's
Yeah, and you
Renton
start
and
going up the hill.
Henderson.
You start going
Yeah.
up the hill towards Lucky Seven.
Yeah.
I lived there for
Skyway.
a little while. We
All
lived
right.
there for a little while in the house. That's when Twin came and stayed with us for a second. That
Okay.
didn't work out, and then I moved to the 6002s. And it's funny because I would literally walk or catch the bus to the CD because I was so used to the CD. I would
Yeah.
catch the bus to the CD because I used to play for CAY.
Oh. Okay. So you was going all the way back over to the
Bro,
CD
I
and
was
for.
going all over the place. I tried to play for Rainier Beach,
Hmm.
and it did happen for like a year or two. I feel like there was some favoritism. I feel like
Yeah.
CAY like took a more liking to me as far as positioning. I wasn't like
Right.
the best athlete or nothing like that, but I just felt like CAY appreciated me a little bit more athletically wise, you know.
Right. Right. What
So
what what team did you play for? Like what level did you play for? Or like when
I
I mean
I just
when you were at Rainier Beach, what
uh
level were you in?
I was midget, and then I went to Pee Wee.
Oh, okay.
Midget, they didn't even play me. Pee Wee, no, excuse me. No, I'm sorry. It's the
Uh
89ers.
'89ers and then
Sport levels.
Sweet Pea.
Okay,
What
yep.
level?
I was midget for 2 years
Um,
because the way my where my birthday lies on and how much I
right.
weighed, I played
Hmm.
midget for 2 years,
Okay.
and then after that I went to the CD and I played for the Pee Wees
Yeah.
and I
Right.
played junior,
Okay.
and I was wide receiver.
Cause I was gonna say, like, I was trying to figure out if we had crossed paths because I mean, I played 3 years at Rainier Beach. I don't
Yeah,
know if we were on the same team or not.
I don't think we were. I
Uh,
don't think we were, but I definitely I was there. I remember if you drop some names, I'd say yeah.
I mean, like, I had a Coach Jackson, and then Coach
What
Jackson
was
was
the one
Bantam.
dude's name that was there for years, man? He coached the oldest guys.
Russell, Coach
Yep,
Russell.
yep,
Yeah,
yep. That was my
he
coach.
coached you. Yeah, he was my
Yeah,
coach
that was
for a
my
year.
coach.
Yeah, and I
Whatever
yeah
happened to I think his name was Andy or something, the dark skinned dude. He was playing running back.
yeah Andy. Yeah, but and his father coached, right?
Yes,
Yeah, Coach Andy. Yeah, I
yeah, we
don't
were on the
know.
same team.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a few guys. I only remember the CAY team more because
right. Yeah,
it
because
was more.
you
It
weren't
was
at Rainier Beach that long.
nah. Even
Uh,
though I lived across the street at the time, but CAY, I was more. I don't know. I was just more in depth with that.
mhm.
From Corey Dillon. Um, what is that dark dude's name, man? Rashad, I think he was super dark and ugly. He still is. Uh, um, there was so many people on that team that I can remember, man. But yeah, I definitely played with Corey Dillon for a few
Did
years.
you said you lived across the street from Rainier Beach? Where at?
Yeah, yeah, I lived in the Villa Plaza.
The village or the
No, no, not the village.
what?
Villa
Oh, not
Plaza. Villa Plaza was behind the bank.
oh behind the oh you mean the VP?
The VPs.
Yeah,
The VPs.
is that what it's called? The Villa Plaza,
That's what the
bro.
VP stood for.
That joint turned into the Carter after a while.
Yeah. I stayed there. I used to walk across the street to Rainer to the high school and play football. But I got so many memories
Wow.
because that's when I first got my first piece of ass.
Yeah.
That's when I first 6002s, now the King
Uh.
weights,
Uh.
where I got my first kiss. I remember my older brother Slim Tim was trying to teach me how to kiss. He's like, "Bro, all you gotta do is da 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 da."
Slim Tim.
Man, bro, I was 12. She was 12. I went in for the kiss, bro.
Yeah.
And I put my whole tongue in her, and it was embarrassing because she didn't open her mouth. It was weird, bro. It was weird, bro. It was weird. But yeah, as a kid, that was some good memories. So
Wow. That's okay. Yeah. The VP. Man. Anybody watching who's not from here, man. Google the VPs, man. Like
yeah,
like
that that
that was
was
a cold place.
yeah, that was definitely a cold place, man. Very, very cold place. You know what's funny? I'm surprised Rainier Beach Library is still there. They,
Yeah.
they, they,
Really.
they've knocked everything else down. You know what I mean? So,
Exactly. Nah, that joint is still
um,
there.
yeah. So, uh, funny. So when I turned 14,
Hmm.
we moved back to the CD. Like my
Did you?
auntie just kept doing this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I moved back to the CD, and just to get into the whole music thing. Um,
Hmm.
I had a I
Yeah.
had a next door neighbor named Alpeño. Um,
I remember
he went by
Alpino.
yeah, Alpeño Alderman. So
Hmm.
he used to write raps, right?
Yeah.
And he was sounding like Eric. He was sounding like Rakim, but he was still writing his own shit, right?
Right.
And I,
Do you
I think I
remember
looked
that?
at my
What year was this exactly? My bad for cutting you off.
man.
But
I was
what
14. I
so
don't remember. I was 14 though. I just know that I wasn't right.
14.
I wasn't rapping yet.
That was
I,
late
I,
80s.
I mean, okay, no cap. I would rap, but I wasn't like serious about it. I just did it for fun. I would take a little tape deck and take another tape deck, and I record myself. I beatbox in this one and rap on the other one, and pretty much rap to my own
I
beatbox.
already know. I already know.
So
Wait,
I,
so
but I,
okay,
I
so
just
back my bad. Back to Alpino. I didn't mean to get you off track. Go ahead.
okay, no, it's good. He was writing his own raps. I was looking like, bro, you right? He's like, yeah, bro. And he started spitting. So I'm like, oh, let me try. So I wrote my own shit. Now, don't ask me to write and
Right.
say it because I only remember the first two bars. But even back then, when I first started writing, I punched. They're weak
Did
as
it.
fuck, but I'm saying just I was only four. I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I was punching a little bit, right? But I
Right.
wasn't serious. But me and him, we said let's be a group, and we became a group, and we
What was the name
didn't
of the
have no
group?
means to. Huh?
That's gold right there. What's the name of the group? You got to tell me.
I think it was called like Geo Rhymes or something. The
Geo
gangster of
what?
rhymes. We were not gangster though, but the gang, the gangster. We were
Wow.
kids. We were kids,
Geo
bro. Like
rhyme.
so, Geo Rhymes. So if he sees it, he throw a crack up. But but anyway, so our friendship kind of went like this. He was getting
Uh-huh.
older. I was getting older. He had his own problems. I had my own problems. That's I went to Eckstein.
Oh
I went
yeah,
to
out there in the
Eckstein.
north end.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
went to Eckstein, and I was trying to rap, but I'm gonna tell you a story that's gonna trip you out. So I got to high school at 15. I was a freshman. This is where I think my level of hip hop started going. Huh? Okay. Do you remember Defrost?
Yeah, I remember Defrost. Yeah, that Defrost. Yeah, of course.
He embarrassed the shit out of me.
Battling.
Okay. It wasn't really a battle, but now I look back,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a battle. It was more like a walk into battle. Like, you know how you
Right.
just stand there
A
chilling, this
cipher.
dude raps, then you rap, then he
Right.
raps, then you rap.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, you know what I mean? So I walk up, he's spitting his shit. And I decided to spit my shit. But my shit was nothing like his shit. He had
Mhm.
competitive raps.
Mhm.
He had
Yeah.
competitive flow.
Yeah. No, Defrost
Like,
was a battler from the gate.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm just walking up
Right.
and rapping. Like I'm not my raps aren't competitive. Mine's is more like rapping, just rapping. And he doesn't know that, but he planted something in me, bro.
Right. Because
And
he, I
and the
don't.
defrost, if you're watching this, if it wasn't for defrost, there probably wouldn't be I wouldn't be on the level of rhymes I am today because I
Wow,
needed that L.
that's
I
huge.
needed that L. Like when
Yeah. Yeah.
he probably don't remember, but we were in the Nathan Hale hallway by the
Mhm.
entrance, by
Mhm.
the entrance, not on the street, but the entrance towards the field. And I
Right.
walked in, he was spitting, he had a little crowd. I came in, I started spitting, then he spit, then I spit, then he was spit, and I ran out of raps. I only had like two or three I knew, and that was it. And he
You
just kept
know what?
going and just going and going, and he had the crowd going. I'm just like looking at the crowd reaction, and from that point on,
Right.
I just started like taking it more seriously because I'm a sore
Yeah.
loser. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a sore loser.
Yeah.
So
Most people are.
yeah, so it's like that took me that yeah. So from there, I started writing. I still wasn't recording yet until I met you,
Mhm.
which was
So
about
I
2 years later.
2 years later. So I don't know. See, here's something that's foggy for me because I don't know if I met you or your brother, because
You
back
you met
then.
me. I'm gonna tell you why you
No.
met me.
Okay, tell me that
Can I tell you
story.
where we first met? But it
That's
was
what I.
unofficial. We unofficially met.
Where?
History class, South Shore. We were in the same class.
No.
What was that black dude's name? He was weird. And we had a
His.
black teacher, man. He was really just.
Uh. Oh my
You said his
gosh.
name before. You said his name before, man. We had the same history classes together.
At South Shore.
South
Oh,
Shore,
word.
man.
We were in
A
the same.
black
How did
history
that?
teacher.
I remember everybody, bro. I should have
The,
remembered that.
but
Black
do you remember
teacher.
us having a black history teacher?
I remember
He was
having
really
a
uppity.
black lady when I can't. Well, it wasn't Mr. Well, Mr. Morris was Spanish class, so it wasn't
Nah, I
him.
definitely wasn't in no Spanish class. I remember it being
Uh,
history. It was history class, man.
damn,
I think it was
I,
sixth
I
grade. It was like sixth grade or something. Or fifth, yeah, it was
yeah,
sixth
sixth
grade.
grade.
Sixth
I
grade.
remember
It
who
was
my
yeah.
history teacher. That's crazy. I know there was a Mr. Evans, but he was white.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that sounds familiar. I was gonna say that sounds familiar, but I remember his face too. I'm looking at his face right now in my memory because
Dang. Oh,
he
like did
was
he have a
really uppity.
mustache or
No, he had facial hair though.
he said uppity?
He was just like, hey, you get the like he was, bro. He did not act like a nigga. Put it that way. He didn't act like a black dude, bro. He just
Well,
but that's
I
when
don't
we officially
remember,
met. So we went to
but
school together. So you
unofficially,
actually met
yeah.
me. You
Wow.
actually
No, no,
met
no.
me
Now listen. Now I don't remember that, but no, I actually
because we
talked
didn't
to.
really meet. I just know
Right.
that's the
No, I'm
first time I
saying,
seen you.
but
That's the
like,
first time I
but
seen you.
like, cause I, and then, cause everybody knew the twins, you know what I'm saying? They
Right,
knew there was two of y'all, you know what I'm saying?
right,
So, so
right,
you're, that always kind of bumps you up a notch with popularity because
right,
everybody knows about twins. So like,
right, right.
I knew of you guys, but then, like I said, I either ran into you or your brother, but I was at Swing's house, and
Right.
Swing lived on Austin over there off
Yep.
of a block away from Othello,
Yep.
right?
Yep. 48th.
So
Between
he lived.
48th and Rainier.
That's right. And so
Right.
he lived in those apartments, and one of y'all ran up on us and was like, "Check out this tape I just made." Um, and we listened to a tape. Now, but see, you look like you don't remember. It must have been your brother.
It had to be my brother
So,
because that's not how I remember it happened.
yeah,
I'm gonna
because
take
he
you
made a
for. I'm gonna
pause
take you.
tape.
I'm gonna take you further than that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I was spitting outside in the hood, right off of Othello and Rainier. I was just
Uh
spitting, and Swing walked up to me and was like, "Bro, you're dope, bro. You're hella dope." You know, like that. Yo, bro, I need to introduce
Yeah.
you to my boy, bro, around the corner. He'll
Yeah.
record you. And hold on, use hands to just a share reaction to your video call. Okay. I don't know. For some reason it paused. Anyway, he goes, I need to introduce you to my boy. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
all right. He said, man, RC, man, he got tracks. I'm like, all right. So sure enough, he kept his promise. Like maybe a week later, he grabbed me and walked me over there. It was literally like maybe 2 to 3 long blocks because
Yeah. Yeah.
we were on Austin and you were way down by almost Rose.
Kenyon.
We
Mm-hmm.
walked down there, and sure enough, you're right there. And it was hella funny because I remembered you, and I was like, oh, this guy, he's not gonna like my raps. Because the first thing I was thinking is like you're on some Old Dominion, uh, Tribe Called Quest type shit, right? Like this
That's
guy's
what you
not gonna.
thought.
Yeah, I was thinking this guy's not gonna like my shit.
I
And
think back then I was just trying to get it together back then
right,
myself.
so
So
you said, let me hear you, let me hear you. And you're like, all right. He goes, you're like, keep it down. Because my mom, your parents are in the next
your mom.
room.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
You're like, dude, just like, all right, if you're cussing, just keep it really down.
Right.
So I
Right.
spit. You're like, all right, okay, okay. And bro, you turned around like this, bro, and you start doing something on the machine or
Start.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we ran out of time. I came back. You finished the beat. And
Right.
I had already had the raps, and we just kind of, you're the first person to record me, bro. You're the first person to ever record me.
What do you know what that song was?
Yes, I did. I'm gonna tell you why. Well,
Oh,
this
okay. All right.
I would say this is the first song, but this is one of the first songs. Remember Tiffany Wilson?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
151
Yeah.
brought her over.
That's right. And
Young, bro. We were kids, bro. We were
kids.
kids, bro.
Yeah. That's
Um, so
crazy.
you were the first person to record Tiffany Wilson. For the
Yeah.
record, for everyone, RC off of Kenyon and Rainier, Kenyon and Rose. RC
Yeah.
was the first person to record Tiffany Wilson. She was just a kid. I was just a
Yeah.
kid.
I did know
Because she
that.
never recorded
Wow.
before. She
Yeah,
was
I
really
remember she
timid.
was
She was
hella
really like
scared.
just, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. She was kind of like,
man.
because she was a church girl. And
Yeah.
I got her sitting there rapping Lil Mafia, coming from the 206.
Oh my God, I do remember it coming from on the fourth track in the
Yes,
bedroom.
yes, yep,
Wow. So we wound
yeah.
up going to
That
the bigger studio later on, but
Yeah, later on, uh, that's when 151 introduced me to Sam from Let's
yeah.
Do It. God rest his soul. And that's when the studio started. I think big studios started emerging when around like kind of the mid 90s,
Well,
like where hip hop
yeah,
studios
like
started kind of
popping up.
emerging.
Yeah. Yeah. True
Yeah,
that.
with
Yeah.
ADATs and shit like that.
hmm Yeah, he was
Yeah,
running
probably like the
ADAC.
mid
Yeah.
'90s. That's Let's Do It was on board. I'm trying to think when it. Remember, what is the white boy's name that was in Burien?
Overbeck.
Overbeck. He came out. He kind of came out of nowhere. So yeah,
hmm
that's when the studio started popping, and 151 took me to the studio and paid for my studio time, and we
Right.
just kind
Right.
of went from there. And I
Now.
was addicted. I was a hip hop addict, bro. Like as soon as I heard myself because of you, as soon
Yeah.
as I heard
Yeah.
myself on that 4 track, it was like a drug to me, bro. Like I was addicted immediately.
You were always at my house.
Yeah, always. I was just always just recording, always recording, always recording.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, so that's memories that
Wow,
always stick to me. So,
man, well, I have that. Well, I thought I gave you that music, right? Or did well, I was supposed to. I still have it.
well, what the old shit, like when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
you never gave it to me.
My bad. Okay, we'll get
Yeah,
on that.
I've got desperate needs, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Um.
Um,
Okay. So you hit the ground running. Making music. Wait.
yep,
What was the name of the song? Do you remember?
I have no idea, man. You
Yeah.
talking about
I don't.
when we were recording?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, man. I just remember the beginning of that hook that Tiffany was singing. I remember that one. Uh,
Right.
I started like being competitive and making songs and stuff like that. I made a shitload of
Hmm.
songs, man, but I think as years went on, I started. I had ran into ghetto press, and
Right.
by
Right.
then my craft is getting way better. Uh,
Right.
that's what people were saying. I sound like Sibo. You sound like Sibo. Da, da, da.
I
This,
remember that, but I never got that, bro. I
yeah,
never got
because you
that.
knew my voice. You know what I mean? I think they were talking about my delivery, right? And but the funny part about it
I
is
thought you was.
Sibo. The
Yeah.
funny part about it is Sibo sounded like Ice Cube. He even said it in his rap.
Right.
So
Huh.
sounding
I
like
didn't think
Cube.
of that.
So give the president the bad news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I sound like, you know what I mean? But anyway, but I needed this constructive criticism. So
Right.
nowadays, when artists take criticism, they get mad, they get personal. You're hating.
Right.
I always thrived off people talking shit. I always thrived off people saying negative things about me. I always
Yeah.
that was like my food. I needed to hear that. I need to hear the
Right.
negative energy. I need because that's what gave me fuel. And so when people were
Right.
saying I sound like him, I started trying to develop my own flow. So then I started
Hmm.
coming with this funny shit. I started doing weird shit in my backgrounds. You were there because you
Right.
had the studio around the corner. I started doing funny shit because I wanted to be
Yeah.
different. So I would do,
Right.
hit him with the golf clubs. Four, remember?
Right. Yes, I do.
I would just do weird shit that no one was doing.
Right.
Um, a year or two later, that's when Eminem came out with Slim Shady, and I just stopped doing it.
Hey. Okay.
Remember it?
No, look.
I'm
Look.
bringing back memory now, ain't I? I
No,
used to
you're
do
right.
funny
It
ass
wasn't.
shit.
Yeah. It was actually. Yep. Probably less than a year. Cause.
Yeah,
Oh man, that's crazy. Swing always brings up this one time because you were like by then you're like the ad lib king, right? And
yeah,
it was always dope. Like the ad lib track was exciting. Like it was like,
right,
oh, he about to do the ad libs. Let's see what he do. So this one
right,
time, um, cause one thing about you, like I mean, fuck it, man. We was always ranking, right? There was always something,
right,
and we be on each other about whatever. So with
right.
you, sometimes you would not say the ST, you would say the SK. so
Yeah,
so you would say question.
yeah, yeah. D Saint still talks shit about me about that. Every time he talks shit about my question,
Okay, so somebody else knows. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
D Saint always talks about that. Oh, you never what? Hey, hey, Mafia, say question. He always would make fun of me about that. Like,
right
yeah, that was hella funny. I get
now,
you remember that shit,
Swing was like he always brings up like you got stuck on a word, right? And we were in the
right?
studio for we were at Sideways on Rainier when I had moved, and you were recording Desperate Needs, and so there was this
Right.
part where it says okay, I'm trying to do it out loud, but I'm sorry. You say like sauce Tabasco, but you kept saying tobacco. And like, and we it took like 20 or 30 minutes, and me and Swing were I could barely hit record. We were rolling on the floor. You were not happy with us. Like you was like, man, no, shut up, man. I'm trying to get this shit. Like you couldn't get past it. So finally, we captured Tabasco, like Tabasco sauce. But that
Yeah,
bro, Swing, like
bro.
man,
Hey, hey. Even to this day, I'll call my friends and go, "Hey, yo, does this sound right? Hey, does this make sense? Hey, yo, what does it
even
sound
cross
like?"
reference.
Bro, on God, to this day, I still do that. Like, I just was
Right,
writing a song yesterday, and I called somebody. It was like, yo, does this make sense? I said, I'm about my chips. I'm my own casino boss. No, I said my own pit boss. I said my own
Oh
pit
yeah, that's
boss. And I was like,
okay.
wait, hey, it's a pit. I had to like make double check. Is pit boss a casino? I had to double check. Okay, does this make sense? I bought
There's
my
nothing wrong with that.
yeah. So like, I still do that to this day. To this day, I
You
still have to
should.
cross it.
You
Yeah,
should. It should. Sometimes you gotta do some research to get the right concept going.
right. So
But
back to ghetto. So I
yeah.
sharpen my
Ghetto
skills
Press.
up. Yeah, I
Hmm.
sharpen my skills up, and your studio had shut down. There was some kind of business situation that would happen with your studio, right?
True
So you're
that.
like, bro,
Yep.
I'm good. I'm done. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit. You're like, I'm still.
Right.
I think you're telling me about. You're like, my stuff is still there. I gotta get it, but I'm done. There was something that happened between you and old boy. Anyway, um,
Right.
I was like, damn, I need a place to record. And you're like, you're saying something like, man, just give me a couple months, man. I'll be back on. I'm like, all right, cool. So my homeboy is like, bro, I do a studio on 23rd and Cherry. You
Hmm.
can go to. It's a record store. I was like, all right, cool. So I book it. I don't even remember Merm. Remember Merm?
Yeah. Merm was running it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Merm was in there. I walk in. It's a recording studio. All right.
Hmm.
It's a little shop. It's a record store. The
Hmm.
studio's in the back. He had a nice little setup. And
It
I
was
walk in
dope.
there. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm here for my session. And he introduced himself. Hey man, I'm Lakeith. He didn't go by Ghetto yet. He's like, I'm Lakeith. I'm like,
Hmm.
all right, what's up? What's happening? And remember, a pretty light skinned chick was working the counter. Ended up having a son by her. Anyway, God rest her soul. Her name is
You
Keisha.
did? Oh,
Keisha,
word.
light skinned
Okay.
Keisha. Yep.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, Keisha, man. Keisha. I forgot her last name, but I met her. We talked for a minute, and then I went to the back. It was a nice little set, man. A full booth, like it was
Yep.
cool. Murm was right there. Murm was like, "You got the beats?" I said, "No." He goes, "Okay." So we start going through beats. No, actually, no. He tailor made my beat. He's
Yeah.
like,
I'm sure he
"All right."
did.
Oh, he on the spot. Like it was dope too. Like Murm was really
Hmm.
ahead of his time. I can say there was
Definitely.
a few producers, BZ 2000, Merm. There's a few that
Hmm.
were really like way. It was the '90s, but
Bro,
they were in the mid 2000s. You know what I'm
look. Let me
saying?
tell you something. Believe me, I know. I had to compete with him,
Yeah, yeah. It's
so I
yeah.
know.
BZ and Murmur, they
Yeah, I
were
did my
way ahead of their
research.
time. So
Yes, sir.
I get in there, I get in the booth, I'm spitting. I do a verse, I do a hook, I do a verse. I come
Hmm.
out the booth, and Ghetto's right there. Mind you,
Hmm.
he's like he doesn't. He's just a business guy. He's like upstairs doing something. He comes down. He goes, "Bro, that was dope." I'm like, "Thank you." He was like, "I want to sign you." I was like,
Just like that, huh?
"Yeah, like off of one song. I did one
Right.
song. I went in there and killed it. I want to sign you. You're dope." I'm like,
Right.
"Okay." I didn't take him seriously. I was like, "Yeah, all right." So I left. Came
Hmm.
back. Did a few more songs. I'm just knocking songs out.
Right.
And finally, I don't remember the details, but finally, uh, he locked me in. He signed me, and to my first record contract. I was really young, um, but thanks to Ghetto Press, he put me in a position where I was able to really sharpen my knife. Because he had a
Yeah.
studio. He had a studio.
Yeah. For sure.
He also was a
Yeah.
promoter. Let me tell you
Yep.
something.
Definitely.
All you young artists
Yeah.
out there, if you ever want to sign a management deal, not a record deal, a management deal, meaning someone who's willing to put money behind you and put you in places that you need to be, sign with a promoter, a person who's actually known to put out, to do shows, bring artists out, be a part of some kind of network of putting artists on, like famous artists, right?
Hmm.
Because of Ghetto Press, I opened up for Destiny's Child in Canada.
Hmm. Hmm.
I opened up for Destiny's Child in Canada.
That's crazy. I
Jaru,
remember going to Canada too. Yeah. Yeah.
Jaru, Snoop Dogg and the East Siders. I mean, the list goes on, bro. Like I opened up right there, and I'm on the flyer like every time because Ghetto had a network.
Right.
Everyone would back then. Everyone would come to him for the flyer,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
he would always, hey, well, I'll charge you this, but I'll only charge you this if you put my boy on. So that's how he
Right.
would do it. So he
Oh,
would
that's how
always
that
figure out,
went.
he would, a favor for a favor.
Okay.
So
Okay.
because of ghetto, bro, I moved around, bro. I moved around.
Exactly.
I was really doing my thing. I used to be super nervous to get on the stage. I ain't gonna lie, I
Hmm.
used to get hella nervous. I always be nervous like the first like song, and then after that, I get
Yeah.
ready. Once I'm done with the first song, my nervousness is gone. But I remember I used to be super nervous, and I used to perform. Remember Teasy's parties?
Yeah. You talking on the Filipino Hall?
Teasy's, yeah. He had the Filipino
Yeah.
Hall, the Washington
Yeah.
Hall.
It watched it.
Uh,
Oh my God.
yeah, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, I was right there because that was Ghetto's boy. So I was
Hmm.
right there performing. Kun with those parties.
Yes.
The party I remember with Kun, man, Kun had like something going on at the Wazoo up in Washington State. Oh man, bro,
Oh
that there
yeah.
was the
Yeah.
good times. There was good
Yeah.
times, man. Obviously, when it was happening, I didn't appreciate it, but now that I'm looking back, I greatly appreciate those times, man.
Right. Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
stuck up there. It was snowing. We had to uh, sleep over at the firehouse because we didn't have a
Yeah.
room.
Oh
And just
shit.
all those little times. Young artists, man. Anything you're going through right now, man.
Right.
You may not like it right now, but you're gonna look back and kind of have a different appreciation for it, man, because
Definitely.
the those times is what's gonna make you as an artist. But what happened after that?
Um.
So then it's been 5 years and Ghetto has not pressed up. Now this is back in where
I was just about to get into that.
you have to
Go ahead.
actually physically actually press your CD,
You
not
gotta
just
press them.
yeah,
Yeah.
not just download and upload it into it on
Uh,
SoundCloud or distribute it. No, back then
hey, look,
you have to,
and it's a 1,000 unit minimum.
and you're paying
So you could,
1,500.
yeah,
You
yeah,
got to know a
easily,
drug
yeah.
dealer. You got to be
Hmm.
about your or you got to be one yourself. You got to know somebody with some bread,
Look,
right?
let me tell you something real quick. But that's what happened. Like in the '90s, all they had D boys and like all these people like who were investing, and then their budget only permitted 1,000 CDs, right? So they would get the CDs, they sell a few, give some away.
Right?
Somebody go to jail, somebody passes away, rest in peace, whoever that might, there's a couple, but
Yeah,
something would
yeah,
happen, and then the artist be like, well, I don't really sell CDs, and so the CDs just kind of sat, but or when they distributed them, that's how all these CDs wound up like in Europe, and then now they're worth
yeah,
like $500 a copy and shit because they're
yeah.
literally rare because there's only 1,000 in the world, right? And
Right.
that's how that happened. And so like all these drug dealers are just getting them well, it wasn't a short run, but it was,
I never looked at it like that because I see
so
my
that's exactly
CD
what happened.
Trapping the Haters. It was going for like fucking 1,500 online. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Squeak is the same way.
yeah, okay. I never looked at it like that.
But what it
Wow.
is because some people be like, oh man, I wonder who's getting that money. But that man, if he didn't buy it, he came across it somehow, and now that he owns it, it's a value for him.
Man, so there's some
It's
people that have
really not our money.
there's some people who have my album.
Yeah,
Like Streets Enough, there's a guy online who has my album still in a wrapper. Haven't been
bro.
opened or nothing.
Yeah,
Still has the
I got my.
barcode on it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I just shit. I had to buy. I got my little collection of. I was actually about to do another video on this, but I got my little collection of what I was on, and so I have one, at least one of each. But there was two that got stolen. They left me the case and took the CD, and that was Silver Shadow D, and Scum Life, right?
Yeah.
So I went to buy them. So I just came across some extra money and went to buy them, and I paid almost $100 a piece. I had to. That was
For
a
your own
deal.
shit. For your own
Yeah,
shit. That's
that was a
crazy. But
deal.
look, uh yeah, that's crazy, bro.
No, so okay, so back to
It's been 5 years,
your first
bro,
album.
and I have not put out
But
an album
I
yet.
didn't realize it had
Now,
been that long.
bro, I was signed with Press for 5 years, bro, and
Right,
still was
right.
not have not put out nothing. I've been doing shows, right? But
Yeah,
I ain't really just I don't have no product in the street.
you didn't have no merch. You didn't have nothing, huh?
So by the time 2000 came, he finally put out a record. Now, as an
Was that
artist, I'm all
2000?
bro. I signed with him in '96. I didn't even put out Trapped in the Hatrix till 2000. And mind
Ah.
you, the Trapped in the Hatrix. Now look, before I even say this, because I know there's a lot of Trapped in the Hatrix fans out there. Let me just feel me on this.
Mm-hmm.
As an artist, I was growing between '96 and 2000. I was growing. I was getting
Mm-hmm.
better. I was
Definitely.
I was I
All
was
of us
sharpening
were,
my
man.
craft.
Mm-hmm.
But Ghetto wanted to put out stuff I made 3 to 4 years ago. And
Right.
so it didn't represent me at that time at the moment when he dropped it. Bro, you're dropping songs from '96, '97. It's 2000, 2021. Like this is not who I
Mm-hmm.
am now. But now as an older guy and as an older artist, I understand product is product. And we'll get to
Mm-hmm.
that later. But product is
That's
product. I
true.
just started realizing, nigga, put it out. Like,
Right.
put it out. Who cares? Like, no one knows. Just put it out. But back then, I didn't look at it that way. I was just like, man, bro,
Yeah.
these songs are old. And that's when I started getting into this B-boy shit. Now,
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother conversation. So I decided to just make a move and do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of, you know, from you to ghetto, all that, in the midst of that, I think, I don't remember if, wait, let me think. 17, I was back in the South End. Then I was walking over to my mom's house. Actually, you know what? I'm capping. You're not the first person to record me.
Now, I've also heard something different. So yeah, no, I've
D
heard that it
Sane was the
wasn't me,
first. D
and I think
Sane
you
was the
said
first
that.
one to record me.
Actually,
Yes,
you said
D
that in a
Sane.
song.
Yeah, because I kind of like I had my timelines fucked up. D
Right.
Sane was the first one to record me. We had a little 4 track machine. I used to steal shit, bro. I used to steal shit. That's a
Right.
different conversation. I used to steal equipment and bring it to D Sane because I didn't know shit about
Oh
it.
shit.
So actually,
Right.
D Sane was the first one to record me, and I had like about 1,500 homicides at the time that the song was done. Um,
What
so
area was he in?
he was in the North End. This is when I lived
Okay,
in a
he was
foster home
still in
in
the
the
north
North
end.
End. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I lived everywhere.
Yeah.
I lived
Right.
when it comes to King County, I lived
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. The
Say
only
that
place
then.
I never lived is Redmond, um, Bellevue. I lived in Issaquah.
Mm.
Other than that, man, when it came to King County, there's nowhere I've never lived. Anyways,
Wow.
but so
He's saying.
D San was the first to record me, and when I left the North End and went back to the South End, that's when I ran. That's when we started recording.
Right.
So, but the
Okay.
timelines
Okay.
are so long. So anyway, the whole point of me bringing up D San is me and D San lost touch. So when I was
Mm-hmm.
frustrated with Ghetto about not taking so long to put my album out, you feel me? Um, I got a hold of D San. I don't know how we
Right.
even I don't even know how we even ran into each other. By this time, D-Sen has advanced his whole operation. He's got a group called
Mm-hmm.
FTS that's doing hella
Yeah.
well in the streets.
Right.
He's like learning the business. He went to school for engineering, so he's already
Mm-hmm.
advanced his whole shit. From the time I met him, from the time we're in me and him were homeless. Right, his dad
Right.
kicked him out. I'm homeless, so we had a friend named Payback. We lived in the basement, so we would make music in the basement. Anyway,
Okay.
I hook up with D-Sang, and we just instantly clicked immediately, and that's when we put out the album called The Streets Is Enough. So The
Yeah.
Streets
The
Is Enough
street is
was my
enough.
second. I'm gonna send you all these album covers too. The Streets Is Enough was my second release, and The Trap and Hatches is my first release. The Streets Is Enough
Right.
100% represented what I was doing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always love that album because it
Mm-hmm.
really this is what I'm doing now, guys. This is what's going
Right.
on. I
Right.
perfected
Right.
the
Right.
flow because I was trying to catch my flow. Right now, I
Mm-hmm.
was really heavy influenced by E40. Um, I was really heavily influenced by E40. Like E40 to this day
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
my
No, I
favorite
could see
rapper.
that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hands the fuck down. Like no,
Mm-hmm.
that's just my guy. So I was trying to catch my flow, even though I didn't rap like E40, but you could tell my
Mm-hmm.
time was like E40. My
Right.
timing with my bars was like E40, even though I didn't
Mm-hmm.
sound like him. But I started kind of like perfecting it. I started getting a little better at it, right? And then I met Darce One.
Wait, now who's that? Oh, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah,
I
I know
met
that
Dark
guy.
Swan, man.
Why do you have
Now,
such a big picture of him?
oh, because he's God rest his soul. Um,
Oh, word. My bad. Okay, got
yeah, God rest
really.
his
Oh, I
soul.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he died
Damn.
like 7 years ago, man. Yeah, he died
Word.
7 years
Yeah.
ago.
Rest in peace to him.
Um, so anyway, between Ghetto Prez and D Sane, I
Hmm.
had met Dark Swan, and we started doing
Okay.
records. Dark Swan took me to my first hip hop show, and what I mean
Right.
by that is like I don't go to shows. I don't go to concerts. Like I'm like to this day I don't go to. I don't. He said, "Dad, come with me. Come with me." I'm like, "Well, who's performing?" He said, "Most Def."
Mm.
I was like, "All right, I don't even know who the fuck Most Def is." So I go there. It's at the University of Washington.
Hmm.
Nothing but white people, and the place was
Right.
packed.
They used to have a lot. I
And
saw
he's just
Roger
sitting
Troutman up
there,
there.
just his show was so authentic. And what I mean by that, he would just play a beat and rap,
Hmm.
and the whole crowd. What'd you say? What'd you say?
No, I would. Who me? I know. I was saying I saw Roger Troutman at that same place. Like they used to have a lot of shows up there.
Yeah. And so he's rapping and he starts doing his songs. The whole crowd is singing to it.
Hmm.
The whole crowd is engaged to him. And it just opened up my eyes like, what the fuck? Right?
Right.
So I started asking Darcy a lot of questions and I started listening to a lot of stuff Darcy was listening to. Darcy listened to things that just nowhere near mainstream. He listened to a group
Right.
called Living Legends.
Hmm.
Um, it was like on some Old Dominion shit, but like 20 times deeper than that. So he would
Right.
listen to some deep underground shit. And so he started getting
Hmm.
me really into things that aren't popular. And I just got turned out, bro. Like I just loved the b-boy shit. I just loved it, bro. And then I started digging more into the crates. I started getting more into DJ Premier. I started getting more into man, there was so many Gangstar. I just started like he introduced me because I was strictly West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
introduced me to he
You had to
introduced me
pick
to
a
a
side back
whole
then.
nother part of hip hop. What'd you say?
Hmm. I think it might be a delay, but I said you had to pick a side back then.
Thank you. I was just about to bring that up. So I was just about to bring that up. So I go by Mafia. I've always gone by Mafia. I call myself Mafia because when I was in the streets, I used to get jumped all the time. So I felt like well, you niggas think like I'm a mafia or somebody. Niggas, let me go head up. You know what I'm saying? I was the type of nigga that would get my ass whooped and talk shit like I won the fight. Right? So no, seriously, I talked a lot of shit. And so, but niggas would jump me. And so I started calling myself Mafia because niggas never wanted to go head up. I feel like you niggas think I'm like a whole bunch of people. Why can't you just fight me on your own? When I started getting more deep into the hip hop shit, one day me and Darce was rapping and he said something in his freestyle. He's like something da 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 and then something da 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 and da 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 da. And I said, wait, what'd you just say? He said da da da. He said da da. He said it differently. I said so, but then I said it back to him differently. I said skunt da da da. He go, yeah, skunt da da da. I was like, I'm gonna use that for a name. He goes, go ahead. And he blessed me. And that's where the
Word.
Mafia, aka Scott the Da came from. And the reason why I put the aka Scott the Da, because Scott the Da is more like on some B-boy shit. And Mafia is on some gangster shit. And that's why it's always
Okay.
Mafia, aka, because I'm always with this gangster shit. That's my roots. But I'm a B-boy at heart. I'm working on a project right now called Lemonade Grenades. Excuse me, Grenades and Lemonade. Um,
Hmm.
I'm going back to my B-boy shit. Um, Pretty much, this is what I'm working on right here. Um, I'm going back to my b-boy shit because after Darsh died, I kind of lost momentum. I just, I, no, but let's be
Yeah.
honest, bro. Nobody listens to b-boy shit. No. Nobody listens to b-boy like that. You know what I mean?
Eh,
Especially this
I
new
mean,
generation. But I don't care.
uh, yeah.
I don't care. That's for you young people out here that don't know nothing about b-boy shit and backpacker. That's what you guys call it, backpacker and boom bap. We don't care. That's the whole point. That's why it's called
They never
self-conscious
did.
rap. That's why it's called self-conscious rap, because we don't care if you don't like it. Like, we're not doing it for you. We're doing it for ourselves because the way it makes us feel and what we do. And so I have to go back to that, man. I have to go back to that.
Hmm.
So,
Now,
where we at? So,
let's get into let's get into your brother a little bit because
okay.
um
Hold on,
the whole
go ahead. Let me
the
make sure.
the like the consensus in the street is that like you guys you guys never got together. I know I got you guys together on my album once. That song they never knew
Right,
was pretty
right,
that was pretty dope. Um,
right.
but so yeah, you guys got together maybe once, but it sounds like the streets was like asking for you guys to get together and do like a project. So like, tell me about that.
Right. So I think one of the reasons, let me tell you I'm gonna give you the details of why me and him never did a record.
Yeah.
It Twin has always been a competitive guy, right? To
Yes,
this
I
day, he
know.
still is. Yeah,
I
he's
know.
always been a competitive guy.
Right.
But for me, I'm not gonna seriously say I'm never competitive. I'll just say I'm so comfortable in my own skin that I don't really care what you rap about. Does that make
Right.
sense? Like, I
Yeah,
don't.
definitely.
You can be the dopest thing in the room, but doesn't shake me at all because I'm so
Mhm.
confident in what I do that I
Mhm.
don't look at you as competition. I just look at you as someone who's just as good as I am.
Right.
No one will never be better than me. It doesn't matter what you say, you're not better than me. That's how I feel.
Right.
That's my confidence.
Exactly. Mhm.
Twin, on the other hand, is more like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to gas you. I don't give a fuck. I'm the best, right? He may not
Mhm.
say it, but that's how he feels, right? He's supposed to
Right.
feel that way. So I think it was more of now I'm looking back, it was more of a competitive thing with him, why we never
Mhm.
really got together. Um, and I was always more lyrical. The streets will tell you this. I never forget, I was walking into a courthouse. I was finna go to prison. I didn't know. I thought I was gonna get sentenced and be able to come back and do my time. No, they were taking me that day. That's why I remember this.
Oh,
I was walking into the
shit.
courthouse. He goes, "Hey, bro, ain't you Mafia or Twin?" I said, "Mafia." He goes, "Okay, yeah. Mafia is more like the lyrical boom bap, and Twins like on some gangster shit." And I looked
Mm.
at him, I was like, "Yeah." In my mind, I'm like, "Nigga, I do both." You know what I'm saying? But I didn't say. I was just thinking that, like, what are you talking about? But I
Right.
understand that's what the streets how the streets look at it. I don't care. It is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
um, I always been on the battle lyrical shit. Um, but finally, one day in 2019, 2020, I said, "Bro, let's do an album together, bro." But not by then, RC, I'm that nigga as far as producing.
right.
Like, I'm making my own. Like, I really, thanks to you
Yeah.
and thanks to D saying,
Mhm.
pause, pause. I used to be over your shoulder like this.
Right.
Why are you
I
doing
know.
that? Why are you doing that? But you weren't a hater
Yeah.
though, because you would literally be like, "Oh, well, I'm doing this because of this," or you want to hit this note because of this, and because we both had the same board.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, at the time,
Trinity.
I didn't have the Triton, but I
No,
wanted
you
one.
got a Triton. I had a Trinity, but they were similar.
Yeah. So you would,
Mhm.
we playing. I'm like going with this. So why you do that? And I would ask you questions, but you would never hate. You'd be like, "Oh, I'm doing it like this because of this," and you never want to do this, and
Right.
like, but you didn't know what you were doing. But you were like planting seeds in me. You were planting seeds in me, bro. You just
Oh,
didn't
you mean
know.
I didn't know what I was doing like for you?
Yeah, like I'm sitting there asking all these questions, and you're answering them like it's
Right.
nothing. Like, oh yeah, you should do this, and
Yeah.
well, you never want to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
this, and make
I
sure you
never
do
had a
this,
problem
and
with that. Yeah.
no, you never. You're just like, all right, a person. You would never get annoyed of me asking you questions. You were
Nah.
happy to
Nah.
answer them.
Yeah.
And with D saying, I can't say D saying wouldn't get annoyed, but I would say D saying definitely had a lot of teaching moments for me. Like he would be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, we never want to do this. You never." He got me savvy on Cubase because
Mhm.
I record Cubase. I got on the phone with Twin. I'm like, "Yo, let's record, and let's
Yeah.
record an album." He's like, "All right." People don't know that Twin actually has a fan base, and
Right.
to this day, he hasn't been consistent lately, which is going to change. But he has a fan base. And I want to tap into that because everyone took me as the b-boy dude and the lyrical guy, right? I'm
Right.
like, man, let me show
Right.
these guys I can get down too. And so finally we did our first song. It was called Game On. The Game's On, and we just took off from there. I'm a perfectionist. We put it out like maybe I would say 3 years later.
Okay.
It's not that it took that long. It's just that I just kept changing the beat up, changing the beat. Because this will be my first project where I make all the beats.
Right.
So I did that and I kept, "Nah, I don't like that beat. I don't like that beat. I don't like that beat." Twin would be like, "Why you change the beat?" I don't like that beat. I'm a perfectionist. So we finally got together and long story short, not to get too personal, but one day I was my nephew, T Gamer. Okay. He puts
Hmm.
out records too. He has a nice little following, T Gamer. We're on
Yeah.
the
Yeah. I
phone
met
and T
him.
Gamer
Yeah.
goes,
He's dope.
"Yeah, T Gamer goes, yeah, man, my dad said he wanted to know if you guys' record sound like a mafia record." I was like, "What?" He goes, he was saying that he felt like the album sounded like a mafia record, like a scat record. I'm like, I didn't get offended. I was concerned. I was more concerned. So I called him up and said, "Hey, bro, I heard you said this, and that's fine. How about this? Let's stop what we're doing, and you go out and you shop for beats, bring it to us, and then we'll do a song." In other words, I was saying, we're halfway through the album. If you feel like it's too much of my sound, you go shop for beats and bring them back, and we'll do the damn thing. That never happened. I ended up finishing the whole album. See,
Right. Of course you
so
did.
the whole point is, I told my brother, I said, "Bro, let me cook, bro. Let me
Hmm.
cook, bro. Like, don't just let
Hmm.
me do my thing." And so we finally did it. We ended up doing the album, the product of the King County, the product of King County, and then we
Right.
did No Feelings for Your Feelings mixtape. The No Feelings for Your Feelings mixtape is just a bunch of songs that didn't make the album.
Okay. All right.
So because we
All
we
right.
recorded like 50 songs.
Damn.
Yeah, we
That's
recorded like
that's
50 songs.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. I'll make sure I include the link so people can so
Oh
just
yeah, I'll
yeah.
definitely send you everything. I sent. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. He should be jumping in any minute. Anyway, so yeah, that's how that got started. So, you know, and as we got older, me and my brother got close because we were never really close as kids, for
Hmm.
obvious reasons. And so as
Yeah.
time went on, we've gotten closer. You know what I mean? And we talk to each other almost every day. But
That's
when we were
good.
kids, we when we were kids, we didn't really talk to each other like that.
Hmm.
Even as young adults, we didn't talk to each other like that. But we always had each other's back. Um, I want to give a shout out to my boy, man. I got
Hmm.
so many dead friends, man. Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
see.
man.
My boy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shay Black, of course. Yeah,
Yeah, man. That was my guy, man. That was my guy,
man.
man. I miss him
He
to
was
this
dope
day.
too. Yeah.
Oh, he was really dope. He was really dope, man. Like, I met Shay Black. I don't even know how I even met him. Like, I think there was some guy, J Dot. Shout out to J Dot. I think I met J Dot first, and J Dot was like, "Man, my boy, man, he got beats." He brings him over to my studio. Well, it wasn't. I don't know what it was. He brought him over to my house and played a few beats to me, and I ended up buying like two or three of them. And then
Oh,
we were
word.
connected from there. From that point on, we were
Yeah, yeah,
connected, man. So
yeah, man.
shout out to Shay.
Shout out to the Ark and rest in peace, Shay Black and shout out to J Dot definitely, man. Like
Yeah, man. Yeah,
they were a force, like
yeah, yeah. They were.
definitely,
Nobody
yeah,
was doing what they were doing. We know. Remember when J Dot and Shay Black were a group?
yeah, the Ark,
Yeah, the Arc. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, nobody was doing that.
No, no, that was when I used to see him a lot at the Contour on those
Right,
Mondays. So
right,
that's where
right.
I
The
seen him get
contour.
down live. Yeah,
The
yeah. You know,
contour,
I
bro.
got a little bit of footage from
Shout out to
there. I've been
Sav.
posting it. Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
to
to Sav.
DJ
Yeah.
Sav. Yeah,
Mhm.
man. That's my guy. Shout out to Sav. Man, that he had a nice run. That was probably the longest run when it comes to open mic.
He said it was
How long
10
did that
years.
go?
10 years.
That was a
Yep.
run.
Without any major incident. A few scuffles here and there, but nothing major ever happened down there on a Monday.
On a Mon I remember people used to be like, "Oh, you can't do it on a Monday." Yeah, you can.
Shoot, that used to be
Yes, you
popping.
can.
I used to carry my ass down there all the time. But it was on.
But
That's where I first started DJing.
right, right, right. So back to what I was saying about
Yeah.
so I dropped the second album, and then
Hmm.
I went to prison. I went to prison,
Oh,
and I won't get into the details, but I did go to prison. I caught a pimp case, and and a bunch of other shit. I was in there writing. I was in there writing, and then I got out and I recorded a classic album called Lead by Example.
wait.
Uh,
How long were you gone? And
I
I
was only
kind of missed
gone.
that.
I was only gone for
Oh,
like the reason why you didn't miss it because I was only gone for like 11 months.
oh, okay.
I
But
was
you
off
had
the
to
street
sit
for like
down. I mean, yeah, yeah.
I was off the street for like 11 months, but that was a long ass
Okay.
11 months for me, man.
I'm
Like
sure it
shit,
was. Shit.
that motherfucking 11 months is long as hell. But I got out and I recorded Lead by Example.
Lead by example.
Hmm. And then from that point on, I was pretty much independent, like all the way. Like I wasn't waiting around on
Yeah.
nobody. Like I just want to put out my own shit when I want to put out. Did I put out the no pads or toe tags? That's when I'm strictly. Lead by Example was more like an R&B kind of album because I was kind of catering to the bitches. And
Yeah.
so uh
Not the
people online were
bitch.
talking shit like, oh, da. I remember Killer Tay. Remember Killer Tay?
Yeah.
Somebody said something negative about the Lead by Example. Oh, this is like sound like some mainstream shit. Killer Tay said, well, if you like the old shit, go buy the old shit.
Yeah. Say that then.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying?
Killer Tay don't
So
miss no words.
yeah, he's like, bro, you like the old shit, go buy the old shit. So then I came out with no pads and toe tags where I'm just RC from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Bars,
Bars.
bars. I'm punching the whole 20 songs. I'm just punching the whole entire time.
Right.
Just letting niggas know, boy, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm punching the whole entire time. Like sometimes I don't even have a hook. I'm
Man.
just I'm just going. I'm just going and going and going. Um,
Right.
and then I had a downslide where I kind of just gave up on music, man, for a while, man. I gave up on music
Mm-hmm.
for a while. Um, honorable mentions. I dropped before I went to prison. I dropped "Feel Me or Kill Me" and "Live from the Hater Capital World," which are mixtapes where I'm rapping on other
Mm-hmm.
people's beats.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, between 2012 or 2013 to about, I would say, 2017, 18, like 5, 6 years. I was still
Mm-hmm.
rapping, but I just gave up on rap, man. Like I just felt, I started watching how the sound was changing. I started watching how people, the trap shit kind of like took over. And I don't rap like that. I don't rap on trap beats. I just don't. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
can, but I just choose not to because that's not my sound. I'm from the Northwest. You feel me? I'm a Northwest
Yeah.
nigga. You know what I mean? Like I'm not from down
Mm-hmm.
south. I'm not from California. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, my sound has a little bit of California in it because I'm from the West Coast. But at the end of the day, I'm from the
Mm-hmm.
Northwest. So
Yeah.
I just had a bad 5 years where I just didn't do anything. I mean, I'd be
Yeah.
online and I might drop a video every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, RC, my nephew, shout out to my nephew T Gamer. He kind
T
of woke
gamer.
my
Yeah.
game up. He kind of woke
Mm-hmm.
my game up. He kept saying, "Hey, man,
Mm-hmm.
man, you still got it, bro. You still got it." He kept saying that. I'm like, okay, bro, because he was around when I was recording like songs just at my house, but I wasn't putting nothing out.
Yeah.
Man, He just kept saying, I can hear his voice right now. Yo, man, put it out, So then that's when me and him did a collab album called Northwest Uncle Nephew,
Word.
and
Man.
and
I don't know how I missed all this stuff,
I'm gonna
man.
send you all this shit. I'm gonna send you all this shit. Northwest Uncle Nephew, and I
Okay.
and we just start going from there, and I kind of like he kind of gave me that little spark again. So then I
Mm-hmm.
start kind of like slowly dropping stuff, slowly dropping shit. Well, speed it up today. As of last year, I had epiphany, RC, and this is what we were talking about earlier.
Okay. All right.
Like, why the fuck I'm sitting on all these goddamn songs, bro? I had so much shit I didn't put out. Like, Moff, what do you do? Just put it out. So, all you people that realize I put out 3 songs a month since last year, most of that shit's old. It's just songs sitting on my computer. Now the cool part about it is
Right.
I have a song called "On My Way" (OMW). It's
Mhm.
featuring my nigga Count P. People don't
Mhm.
realize it's getting the most. Well, not anymore, but it was getting the most streams out of all my songs. People
Really.
don't realize that that song is 16 years old,
Shit.
and
It
that's
doesn't
it.
matter, man. Good music is good music. Always.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
my point. Don't
Yeah.
ever think your shit's old because it's
No.
new to people
No
who've
such
never
thing.
heard it.
Mhm. True that.
Do you got any like tracks that no one's really heard that you think you should put out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on some of that stuff that we did in the bedroom on 48. I'm a
Wow.
some of that some excuse me, salvageable stuff, and actually
So do
that's
you still have your equipment?
I still have. Okay, so I'll tell you the short version. So that machine that we used to make that music,
Yeah.
I had that was a borrowed machine, so I'm gonna giving that back. But then that was around the time when I moved when I was running Let's Do This. So anyway,
Right.
fast forward to I don't know about 10 years ago. I
Yeah.
Some lady in New York was selling the same one, and I bought it, and so she shipped it to me. So I got the machine again, and then it sat
Right.
around because I was working, and and so
Right. Right.
finally when COVID hit, I'm
You
literally
ain't got
doing
shit to
nothing.
do.
Right. So I literally hooked it up to Pro Tools and digitized pretty much every tape that I had from my bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so like
Wow.
yeah, it was a 6 track, and so I just ran it through an ADAT and just was dumping, all day and night. So I got all that stuff. It's not mixed down, but it's tracked out. So yeah,
I
I do.
D saying with his bored ass, he did the same thing. He put out some shit that's probably older than what you're talking, or maybe just as old. He
Yeah.
put out a bunch of stuff when he was coming up. So yeah, that's I'm glad that you guys
Hmm.
are able to do that, man, because like
Definitely.
you said, great music moves on, it lives on. Again, a message to young artists, man, don't ever think your songs are old because it's new to someone who's never heard it, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and don't sit there and say, well, it's outdated because, bro, that's how you were feeling at the time you were making the music. So
Yeah.
I don't, there's nothing I don't regret when it comes to my music shit. I had
Hmm.
got into uh, uh, kind of a disagreement with my boy. I ain't gonna say his name, but he know who he is. But he's my guy. Uh,
Yeah.
we were talking, and he says, the reason why you don't get the recognition. I'm just speaking Barbados, but the reason why you don't get the recognition is because the way you format your songs. And if you just did this, and maybe you get recognition. I sent him a voicemail and said, "Bruh, I get all the recognition I deserve, bro. What are you talking about? Everything I get, everything I want from music, I get it. I
Right.
get it. This is my
Right.
therapy. This is my therapy, bro. I can wake up
Yes,
in my
sir.
underwear and make a song. I can make a
Hey.
beat, bro. I can make a beat. I can record. I can do whatever I want. I don't smoke. I
Right.
don't drink.
Right.
This is my
Right.
therapy. This is what I
Yeah.
do when I'm sad,
Yeah.
when I'm mad, when I'm stressed out. I don't smoke
That's
a
a great
cigarette.
place to be. Yes.
I don't smoke a cigarette. I just push the button on the computer. I
Hmm.
get everything I want from music, man. I'm
Dig it.
not. Look. I'm a b-boy. I don't give a fuck about blowing up. I don't give a fuck if
Right.
you don't like my shit. I only put
Hmm.
it out. Here's what I've done. Want to listen to it? Cool. Not that's cool too. I don't live
Hmm.
off music streams. What the
Right.
fuck? Matter of fact, who
Well,
does?
nobody does.
Who does? That's what I'm saying. Like
Hey
some
man, I
people
got
are just delusional.
right.
Some people are
Yeah,
delusional. Oh
yeah.
man, trying to blow
But
up, trying to blow up.
one thing about being delusional is that a lot of successful people are delusional. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of unsuccessful people are delusional. But you definitely need delusion to make it. It has to be you have
Right,
to be totally unreal. But at the
right.
same time, you can't be whack and unreal either.
That's why I
You know?
said I on I thrive on criticism. I had
Yeah,
dropped a
yeah.
song a few months ago called Reverse.
Hmm.
Now, whether you know what I'm talking about, you gotta let these young generation hear your shit first before you do anything. You gotta have the young life. You gotta have the young life input. It's a
Hmm.
young man's game. It is what it is.
It is,
I
yeah.
call my I called my sister Jacqueline.
Mm-hmm.
I said, listen to this song. I sent it to her. She goes, it's dope. But you know, if I were you, I'd do this, I would do this, I would change this to do this, to do this. I did it. See, she had a little bit of criticism, like, it's just, you know, it's plain, you need to use this. I thrive off people talking shit about my shit. I
Right.
need to hear that because that's how I
You
get
do.
better. That's how I
Yeah.
got better at
Mm-hmm.
rhyming. That's how I got better at punching. That's how I got better at
Mm-hmm.
beats. I thrive off. I don't take it as hate. I take it as
Right.
a person with a different taste and a different ear. I need to hear
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're hating. Hate that people. Is it me or the word hating has really gotten watered down?
Oh,
Because
it means all. It means like a million things now. Back then, it
oh,
meant
you're
one
hating.
thing.
I, I
What?
just you asked me what I felt. I just told you. I'm not
Oh,
hating. You just asked.
I'm not hating. This shit is weak. I'm just telling you
Yeah,
that it's weak.
right. Like it's
Like,
just an opinion.
you
Listen,
know,
I used to think Master P was weak,
I
but you
did
see
too,
where he's
though.
at. You see where he's at.
Yes, you can't deny that.
It's just an opinion. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean I'm hating on him. It's just an
Right.
opinion,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. For sure.
So like I said, man, like I don't care about what anyone thinks about my music. I just put it out. I just put it out
Dig it.
and I just love it. I'm gonna do this to the day I die till I can't till I till I die. This is just me. I love doing
Hmm.
this shit, bro. I don't do it for popularity. I don't do it for popularity. I don't care about being popular. I don't care about being rich. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
All I care about is just being able to have the ability to make music. That's it.
You know what that is? That's thinking like a great artist because
Yeah.
all that other shit is secondary. It's like
I
yeah,
don't
I
care,
think
bro. Like,
yeah, yeah.
you know, it's so funny because my nigga Kaiser Jack, right? That's my nigga. We got an album together too. It's called Wolves and Hyenas.
Hmm.
I'll send you that too. Uh
Hmm.
um but Kaiser Jack just did 20 plus years in the joint. Okay.
Wow.
He got out about 5 years ago. Okay.
Hmm.
And the one thing I'm noticing about my nigga, I love you, my nigga. The one thing I noticed about my nigga is he hits the ground running, right? He's
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
because he, you know, he's still got that 20, he's still got that kid in him
Right,
as far as a rapper.
right,
So he's like, I'm gonna do
right.
shows. I'm gonna like let's do shows. Let's go over here. Let's go. Like he's got that drive.
Energy,
My
yeah,
old
yeah.
ass, I'm like, but we got an album together, right? So
Right,
my
right.
old ass, I'm just like, bruh, like he's like, bro, we need to perform here. We need to go over here. We need to go to California. We need to go over here. We need to talk to
Yeah,
execs. We need to go get get this deal. We need to do this.
right.
I'm just like, I'm just not there no more, bro. I'm just
Hey,
I'm
you
not. I
remember
don't.
you remember the movie Colors where he said the young bull wanted to, he said let's run down there and fuck one of them cows. He said no, let's
Yeah,
walk down and fuck all of
right,
them.
right. So I love my nigga, bro, but he's on go. All when
Yeah,
it
yeah,
comes to this music, he's on go. He's on go.
yeah,
And it's just like I'm
yeah,
just more
yeah,
like
yeah. Right.
I'm
But
on a different drum,
you
bro.
know,
Like
like that's a balance because like
yeah, it
if
is.
you have the experience, right? You like while he was gone, you had to
Yeah,
go through all that to get here. He
yeah,
didn't, but he still has that he skipped it. He literally
yeah.
skipped it, but I mean, you know, that's a
But
great
really,
balance
he
though.
paused. He really
Yeah,
paused.
it was like it was all on pause, and he just kind of picked up probably when he got out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's a great way to be. You know,
yeah.
he could
That's my
be his
guy.
head could be like a whole other place.
That's
You know
my
what I'm saying?
guy.
Good for
That's my
him.
guy.
Good for him.
And that's what I'm saying. So like, Acacia Jack, he's the next thing coming up, man. You gotta watch for
Dig it.
Acacia Jack, man, because that
Okay.
man, when he gets in the right hands, bro, like, yo, I'm just lucky to call that my brother, call my friend, call
Mm-hmm.
my music partner. Acacia
Dig it.
Jack's the next one coming, man. He's he's Acacia Block Crip. Um,
Okay.
his original area is out there in Bremerton, and it gets really active
Okay.
out there. Don't get it twisted. It really gets active in
Yeah,
Bremerton.
I know. I
And you know
believe
where
me. I
else
heard
gets
about it.
active?
Yeah.
Spokane.
Yeah. Yeah. Spokane. I knew you was gonna say Spokane,
Spokane gets
bro.
active.
I
Active. So
know
like,
about it.
don't get just because it ain't Seattle, just because it ain't
No,
Tacoma, don't get it twisted.
no,
Spokane and
yeah,
Bremerton is
yeah.
active.
We
Um,
found out, yeah, we when we did shows in them areas, it's like, man, y'all cool,
yeah,
man, but be careful. Like,
yeah,
okay, well,
yeah.
thanks for
Dude,
having us.
we're just in Spokane. Okay, okay, bro.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
uh,
bro. Bro. When I be in Bremerton or I be in Spokane, I be like this.
yes, sir. Head
I'm
on
good, bro.
swivel.
Like I know what's
Yes,
up.
sir.
I'm not no Winnie Foo Foo. I am not no fool. I know what's up.
Yeah.
Um, but I want to ask you a question now.
Okay.
Do you remember? I noticed a little clip that you made when my first daughter had died, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're saying like, man, he just wanted to get in the lab.
Mhm.
That's a testament. When you said that, I had to share it because
Of course.
what I just said 5 minutes ago, I said this is my
Mhm.
therapy.
Yes.
It's always been my therapy. So
Yeah.
that's a testament. What the story you said was 30 plus years ago.
Yes, it was.
This is what I'm talking about. RC said when he died, he just wanted to get in the lab.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
said, bro, you sure you want to be? I said, bro, I just got to record.
Yep.
And you
Yep.
said
You're
the
there
right
all
words. You
day.
said that's just how he dealt with it. And that's to
Mhm.
this day is how I deal with shit. Bills is piling up,
Mhm.
deal with it. Credit score dropped, deal with it. I may not be talking about that, but I'm dealing with so much shit. I have to get in the lab.
Bro, that's grown man shit. Some niggas fish and some niggas make beat.
Right,
You know?
right.
what what
I
do
ain't
you
never went
know?
fishing. I've never gone fishing
Really? You should.
ever. I've
You
never gone
should.
fishing, bro. I don't know if I
I
have the
haven't been
patience
since I
for
was
it.
7.
I have.
That's actually the whole point. The patience is the whole point. It's not.
Mm,
It has nothing to do with the fish. It has to do with staring at the water and just turning your brain off. If you got a friend with you, that y'all can talk about nothing for 3 hours and not catch shit and still have fun. You know?
really?
Yeah, that's what. Oh, yeah. You said
No,
really.
I'm serious, bro. Like I never looked at it like that. No one's ever explained it to me like that.
That's what fishing is. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably I'm kind of letting the cat out the bag because maybe most women don't know that, but yeah, men they be like, look, I'm going fishing.
Right.
Like,
Just like so, pretty much, it's almost my fishing is what I'm doing here, basically.
exactly. It's
Okay,
yeah, it's just like that. But like grown men who like who are balanced and who handle business, they have outlets. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
right,
you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe
right.
maybe once in a month I'll spark up a cigar somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And just
So let
smoke
me
the
ask you
whole
a question.
time.
Where do you go fishing at? As a matter of fact,
I
not only
personally,
where do you
I
go fishing at,
honestly, I
RC,
don't.
do you catch anything?
Well, first of all, I don't fish. I just know the
Oh,
concept of that.
okay,
I haven't done
okay,
it since I was 7 with my dad. So, but
okay,
but
okay,
but I, but
okay,
I
okay.
know what that's about. You feel me? That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a break. It's a break for a man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot, even a
I'm glad
woman
that you
too.
said that, bro. I'm because
Yeah,
now you got my mind wondering. Like I don't know shit about fishing. I know that you put the bait on the
yeah,
hook and you go like
right.
this and you throw the thing and then you just sit there and
You,
you just
you'll
sit there. I
appreciate
guess.
it, and then and it's so dope when you get a fish. You know what I'm saying? It's like the most exciting thing in
Do
the
you got to
world.
throw it
But
back?
you don't have to, but a lot of people do. It depends. There's you have to get a license, and there's a limit on how much you can fish. I mean, keep in whatever area you're in. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to fuck with it, man. I'm definitely gonna have to fuck with it. But yeah, man.
Look it up.
Like I said, this is my therapy, bro. Like I don't. I
Yeah.
sometimes I be sitting here sometimes and I be thinking to myself, God, I wish I could just get paid doing this. I wish I could
Right.
just I just want to do this 24/7, 7 days a week. I lose sleep because of this thing back here, right?
Yeah.
I work
Yeah.
16-hour days, 12-hour
Yeah.
days,
Mhm.
right? Um, and I be at work sleepy as shit because of this.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
I've been there.
once I start, I can't just stop and go, oh, time to go to bed. I can't. Like I got to finish it. I can't just pause and come back. No,
Yeah.
because I'm capturing how I'm feeling at the moment.
Right. Right. pouring. Yeah, and
I,
it won't be another moment like that again.
yeah, I'm capturing the
Got to do it
moment, so it's
now.
hard for me to
Hmm.
stop doing what I'm doing and kind of I gotta go to bed. And, no, bro,
Hmm.
I gotta finish up what I'm doing now. So,
Yeah.
I was going 6 days a week at work, and
Hmm.
summertime's coming, so I was like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that extra day back. So now I'm back to 5 days because of summertime.
Oh, word. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
because I don't
look,
want to
let me
burn
let
out.
me. I want to get this story out of you. This will be the last
Okay,
thing before we go, because
okay,
I've always been intrigued. I mean, I know you've heard it a few times, but my one of my very favorite songs is "Desperate Need"
okay.
that you did in my basement. You know what I'm saying, first, and then you wind up recording it later on, and making it
Yep.
better. So I like this song because it's a story. You know what I'm saying? And I think you told me that it was a true story. Is it?
Yep. Yeah, it's a true story.
Okay.
Yeah.
About about who?
Pretty much about my uncle. My uncle I'd never
Your
met.
uncle.
Yeah, my uncle
Oh,
that I'd
okay.
never met. It was my dad's brother.
Oh, okay. That you did. I know your dad was in there somewhere. Okay, so it was just
Yeah, it was
okay.
my dad's brother. It's a story that I heard from my older brother, and I
Yeah,
kind of like picked it apart, and it kind of like made my own version, almost like how TV
bro.
does.
That,
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
that song is phenomenal because you can't. I'm gonna tell you something about what I did in alone by myself with that song because you recorded. Oh, you recorded that sideways. So
yep.
and then I don't know if you remember, but like there's like this synth that I just played through the whole song. It's just
There was a what?
a synth sound.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I
And
heard that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
so when I did that, there was something I was going through something. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the studio at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and somebody had left me because back then I like Bombay gin for some reason. Don't ask me why I was drinking that shit. And I got like knee deep into that bottle, and I turned your song on, and just
Yeah,
started wailing on my keyboard and just playing all through the song. And I let
that's dope.
and you, I'm pretty sure you heard it. I remember I
I
somehow
heard
got
it.
yeah, and Keek had to hear it at one time, and it was like, man, that shit is great. But I don't know if you knew that, but because I love that beat. I don't know if you remember where you got the idea for that beat from. Can you think of it? I think I could tell you if you don't remember.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait. It's remember the bass line?
Yeah.
Da-na-na,
Da-na-na,
da-da-na-na. It's an
da-na-na.
old song.
It's not old. It's not, well, it's old now. But back
Well,
then it was
well, no, I'm
a
saying
current
like that
song.
bass line came from an old
Yeah.
song.
But
Um,
but but it was a current song at that time though.
it
Because you
was?
brought me, yeah, you brought me a tape and was like, man, I want this bass line. And I was like, word.
Right.
I was like, this song like just came out. He was like, I don't care. So you don't remember. It was, if I'm not mistaken, fuck now. Okay, I think it was SWV, and it was like some R&B song.
Yeah, it's
Oh
it
man,
wasn't weak in the knees. It was the other one.
hey,
It wasn't
no,
weak in the knees.
twin just showed up, man. But I gotta go. But we gotta do a part two.
Yeah, we're twins in here.
Yeah, he just showed
Uh,
up.
all right, let's just close with him real quick then.
Well, what do you mean? Let him in?
Yeah, that doesn't mean to just close it. So we're done,
All
but
right.
just let him come in and say hi,
All right.
just so we can make history real quick.
Right. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Is he in?
Yeah. Well, his picture's not, but he's there. He is. There he is. Yo,
So with it.
what's up, man?
Twin
Hey, look,
gamer.
we just twin gamer in the building, man. Man,
Turn your light on,
uh,
boy.
a legend, a legend, uh, in his own right. But I gotta tell you, bro, I gotta go. So we started kind of late, so we gotta do us a part two or something.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All right, man.
honestly.
Y'all be safe, man. I got a bunch of people calling me trying to figure out why I'm not answering the phone. So, man,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Well, we
Hey, but
good.
hey,
I'm gonna cut
you
this
got
part
both
off.
brothers on the
Yeah.
Zoom right now, man. The twins, man. The Seattle Legends, there. You know, ain't
Yeah.
nobody ever interviewed
Straight
us
up.
at the same time. So,
I
you
couldn't
know,
even
we
get
gotta
these guys
definitely
in
do
the
this.
same room.
Right.
Now they on Zoom together. Look at that. Look at God.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man, definitely, man. Hey, tell Swing I said what up.
I will. I will.
Hey,
All
and
right,
let them know
y'all.
that I'm in this summertime I'm doing the rank Olympics. The winner
Oh
gets
shit.
$1,000.
Oh shit. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
One.
All right.